Welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. It is Tuesday, the 17th of July, 2018, and I'm here today for your daily tarot reading. This is for no particular astrological sign. I'm just sort of feeling into the energies of the day, also looking at some astrological aspects that are happening in our skies as we speak. So if you've never been to this channel before, my name is Kathy, and I'm intuitive card reader, spiritual teacher. I also am an energy healer, worker, amplifier, whatever you want to call me. Yes, so all my details are below if you're interested in connecting with me. If this is the first time to my channel and you haven't yet subscribed to my page, I would so appreciate that, and thank you to all those people that have subscribed and liked and commented. I so appreciate you. So let's get into it. Today it's very similar to yesterday. Here in Australian Eastern Standard Time, we still have the moon in Virgo. I think it moves into Libra tomorrow at 5:42 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So very similar energies to yesterday. Moon in Virgo is all about analyzing information, breaking it down, attention to detail, healing, really being kind of serious, kind of really organized, and yeah, very analytical. I wrote down, yeah, it's really, really great for, really getting into your health. And I spoke about that yesterday, really, especially with Venus and Virgo as well, like really getting to beauty, what makes you beauty, and how you can break that down into your daily routine, because Virgo is all about daily routine and lists and efficiency. So we have the trine with Pluto and Capricorn, and Pluto is the planet of transformation. So there's a real cooperation here with the trine for deep regeneration, like using that instinctual emotional aspect of the moon and using that analytical nature of Virgo to see what you can transform in your world, like full change. And because Pluto's in Capricorn, you could be transforming something with regard to your daily routines and work. Maybe making yourself more efficient. And there's also Venus in Virgo is also trine Saturn in Capricorn, and Saturn in Capricorn is trine Uranus in Taurus. So it's similar to yesterday. Saturn is structure, authority, restrictions. And yesterday I said it was all about breaking free from the old, breaking free from 3D physical limitations, because there's just like radical shifts with Uranus, and there could be like just full changes in the way things are structured in our society with Saturn and Capricorn, and the way people work and the way they approach work. With Taurus being really connected with our physical world, it could be to do with finances and money and how you get paid for your work. Yeah, but with the Venus and Virgo trying Saturn and Capricorn, there could be like a sobering reality check today with regard to finances or love, There could be and with Saturn and Capricorn trying Uranus and Taurus, it could be sudden. It could be like an epiphany, because we also have the Sun in Cancer sextiling the Moon in Virgo. So there's epiphanies around today, powerful sort of energy to, you might have put these seeds of intention out at the new moon in Cancer, that solar eclipse, and today there might be just these flashes of wisdom that come through, and it could lead you really to your path to success and all your projects and learning, just how research, because Virgo is all about research. But yeah, it's really like your feelings and your analytical mind are coming together, that head-heart connection's coming together for some powerful epiphanies. And you may decide with that Venus and Virgo trine Saturn and Capricorn, with also Uranus and Taurus there, and Chiron and Aries, your feelings and your just getting that epiphany might lead you to a new awareness about a love. You know, you might decide with the trine with Saturn and Capricorn, Venus and Virgo, you might decide to commit to someone out of duty rather than deep romance and feelings and you know, soul connection. It might be more out of a sense of duty and responsibility, but it also could be a love that stands the test of time. So, you know, is a kind of a serious energy around, but you don't have to. It's always a choice, you know. There's always a choice there to be really serious, or maybe like when you get that epiphany today, it might just lead you to be able to create more of a balance in your life. That might be the transformation that Pluto holds today with regard to how you structure your days and how you structure your working days, and maybe allowing complete regeneration of fitting in everything that you want to fit in into your life, like getting away from linear time, because you know Saturn and Capricorn, you know, it can be a lot to do with time and wanting to get to your, like Capricorn's all about wanting to get to the end goal without the journey, but you know Virgo is about daily routines, and you know that's where the juice of life is, in every moment of our day. You know, that's all we have, is everything is contained in the present moment. And if we're so focused all the time about getting in our head like Virgo, and with all the Capricorn energy of getting to the end goal, we might miss the fun and joy that is in working towards our goals, or you know, creating more structure in our lives, or so anyway, that's just what's come through with these energies around. We have the Rider-Waite Tarot here today, and we have the Lovers. So this is the card of Gemini. This could be feeling, I'm hearing straight away with that what I was just talking about, but being bound to someone, I'm hearing with the Venus Virgo Saturn Capricorn trine today. Using your analytical mind and practicality to make a decision about love, and maybe not so much your heart. So not trusting your feelings, really trusting more about duty and responsibility and the long-term goal of this relationship. Maybe looking at that in a really analytical way today, rather than really tapping into your heart and your soul and your energy and how this person feels. It's more about 3D. I'm hearing it's more about research. I'm hearing with that moon in Virgo, Venus in Virgo, you've done some research on this relationship. You've really been weighing it up in your head, I'm hearing, and it's all about this decision being made with not as much feeling involved, more about the practical nature of it. So this is duality as well. This is Gemini. This is, you know, masculine, feminine. Transparency though. But this love is divine. This love is fated. This love is meant to be. And these decisions are not supposed to be made in the mind. That, you know, maybe this is a karmic lesson, and this is why the energies are perhaps around today, because, you know, but you could get that with the sun in Cancer, sextile the moon in Virgo, there could be some epiphanies that come from your feelings today, that come from some seeds of intention and little ideas that you've sort of been playing with since the solar eclipse. And then, you know, you get like a really strong download today that could lead you to a path of success. Success in this relationship, I'm hearing. And it could be with Leo, Aries, Sagittarius person. I'm hearing, is this person creative? Is this person inspiring? I'm hearing. This is the research I'm hearing that's been going on. This is what you've been looking into. Are we really suited? He's definitely creative, this person. This is an inspired leader. This is someone that doesn't actually ask to be a teacher, but it's the charisma, it's the, his life is his masterpiece, yeah? He's totally comfortable with how he expresses himself, and he doesn't need anyone to tell him he's doing a great job. It's just, it comes from that inner fire, that inner knowing that he is a spark of the divine. And I feel like with the King of Wands next to the Lovers here, it's all about wanting to stand in your own creative power, I'm hearing. And this may be the analyzing that's going on. Do I want this? Do I want this, love? I'm whole on my own, I hear. I'm my own creator. I create what I want for my life. I'm not sure about this. I'm in my head about this a little bit. There's no swords here, though. Although this is the card of Gemini, and Gemini goes to and fro. It's the twins, you know, really analyzes things. And this moon in Virgo, Venus Virgo, is around at the moment for these decisions perhaps that need to be made. But look what we have here. We have the Ace of Cups. So the Tarot is letting you know that this needs to be a heart and head decision. There might be all of that energy astrologically, but the Tarot is pointing to that real balance with heart, head. You know, think with your heart, feel with your head kind of energy. This is a cup full of love being offered to you. This is a gift. This is fated. This is a gift from the divine. This is this is just for you. But if you get stuck in your head and analyze this today, I get a feeling that maybe you just want to stay in your own individual power, because oh gosh, you've been stabbed in the back before you've been betrayed. In this we have both the Two of Cups and the Lovers in this reading. This is really powerful love reading. It's for someone out there, someone specific. We have two water cards. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, plus we have an actual person here with the Court card, the King of Wands. So masculine, feminine, it doesn't matter, but this is definite fire energy here. This could be you though. Really, really activating your solar plexus. And this is what we're doing as the divine feminine. We're actually, and this is what we're analyzing at the moment as the divine feminine, we're analyzing in our minds whether we actually need this. Women as a collective have been betrayed and stabbed in the back for a really long time with regard to how we've been treated in love. And this is a generalization, yes. Men have experienced the same thing. Men have experienced the same thing. All of us have experienced this through perhaps trying to make decisions through our mind rather than our heart. Perhaps when we have opened our heart up to it, opened our hearts up and been transparent and vulnerable, that's when we've been stabbed in the back. And it's easier now, I'm hearing it's easier now to allow that fire to burn within us, to step into our sense of wholeness, to step into our self-love and being the lover of ourselves, being whole, being okay with being alone, Loving yourself so much that you no longer settle. But guess what, guys? Guess what? Beautiful divine feminine, divine masculine. Yeah? These are just stories we tell. This is holding on to bitterness and anger and resentment. There's no joy here. You cannot become a creative fire in your life if you're still holding on to these old stories. Yeah? However, we can forgive, but we remember we've gained wisdom from all of these life experiences. We've learned those lessons. This is the end of the cycle. We've ended this cycle of pain, and now we're open to this new. We've kept our hearts wide open. And yes, we can be our own creative fire in our lives. We can be that inspired leader on our own, but we can also allow our hearts to stay open to this fated divine soulmate love. This is a very powerful reading for someone out there. I'd really love to hear if it resonates with someone. It would be really, really great to know, because these energies are really, really strong. You can have it all. I think we forget. I think we feel like we need to compromise one aspect of our life to get another. You know, we can have it all. It's up to us, and we decide. We can stay stuck in these painful narratives, or we can keep our hearts wide open and soft and receptive. And you know, we are the creators, and we have stepped into our power. We know we're not going to settle for anything less than we deserve. And because we've held that high vibration and lavished love on ourselves, these old painful relationships are just a thing of the past, and we're not even holding them in our body anymore. We've forgiven all of this. We hold space for everyone that's come into our life as a co-creator and release them with compassion and unconditional love. We're open and ready to this. We deserve this. We all do. We all deserve this. So you can have it all. I have the wisdom of the Oracle. I'm so excited. Had this app for a really long time. I put a short reading on Facebook. Pulled a card yesterday, and 1 minute reading on Insta and Facebook if you're interested. So the Observer flew out. We have Treasure Island at the bottom, so abundance is there too. So the Observer. You have been observing. I'm hearing that moon in Virgo, Venus in Virgo. You've written down those lists of exactly what you want in a relationship during all of these past painful times. You've learned. You've integrated the lessons. Yeah, but you're not holding on to this pain. No, your heart is wide open and ready for this new beginning, this new offer of love. You're ready to share that with somebody else, to meet them as an equal, no power imbalances. You both being the King of Wands, the King and Queen. Sometimes someone takes the more masculine, other times one of you takes the more feminine role. One of you might be more yang on one particular day, and then you dance into the next day feeling more yin. It's a gentle dance. There's no need for manipulation, power, and control. They are just old ways of living in this three-dimensional existence. This is the old paradigm of relating. We're stepping into the new, where our solar plexus chakras have been fully activated. And our heart chakras have been fully healed. Like, no more like hiding all that grief, which is this shadow of a closed, it's a shadow aspect of an open heart chakra. The grief that's disguised as anger and rage. Those little tiny boys that were never allowed to cry. Come on, be a man, harden up. Don't be a baby. Don't be a girl, you know, when they cried. I've had 3 boys for a reason, yeah. They're just as emotional as, you know, we're all emotional beings. We all need to allow our emotions to come to the surface and move through them quickly, or we get stuck in old, painful, unconscious cycles of pain. It's no fun. There's no joy there. There's no love there. So let's see what the observer has to say. 49. It's a really powerful message today. Yeah, I'm really feeling this message for myself. I've had a huge epiphany today. Yeah, it's wild. I love it. Okay, observer, perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. Most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they become to believe that these are the only reality. So this is the beauty of having the moon in Virgo, Venus in Virgo at the moment. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from more of a neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is the perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. So it's perfect to do that research. Yeah, learning those lessons, analyzing, you know, really getting that flow between head, heart, and really going over what you've learned from these reflections. So I'm just going to read the relationship message. Sometimes you just can't see the forest for the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing, then when a person says another, can be like an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. It's likely the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take a higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself and others and in the landscape. You'll find things much improved sooner rather than you know. That's so perfect. All of this past conditioning and painful relationships, if you're keeping this dialogue going, if these are just thoughts through your head, they become a clouded lens for which you perceive love and how you perceive relationships. And you're telling yourself that this person's going to betray me. This person, as soon as I open my heart and being vulnerable, I'm going to get shot down or manipulated, or I'm going to have to compromise my truths, or I'm going to lose myself in this other person. They're going to control me, dominate me, be possessive of me, be jealous of me. But really, yeah, if you don't heal these, yeah, you're going to be attracting these into your life again. Yes, that is going to be a reality for you. You need to do the healing work first before you can open yourself up to the transparency and vulnerability of this. You really need to get honest with yourself about your own patterns and what you're bringing to the relationship, because miscommunications are rife, especially with text. Texting is just rife with miscommunication. So really, really be mindful about how you're perceiving this, relationship, and just keep that heart open. This is life, yeah? It's calling you to observe, to step back and not get lost and washed in the feelings and the chemistry and the magnetic pull of this, but to really sit in your own peaceful power. This is your inner goddess. This is your inner warrior energy. That soft strength, yeah? This is that fierce gentleness. Can you hear the bowerbird? It's a satin bowerbird. They make bowers. They collect blue things and make beautiful bowers for their female. They really put the effort in, yeah. See, birds, they don't They just live the way of the Tao. Yeah, they just they don't get stuck in their heads about who they're attracting to their power. They just keep their heart open and curious. Yeah. This is a really long reading, 25 minutes. Have an amazing day. Hopefully this resonated for someone. It came through, the messages came through really loud and clear. Anyway, beautiful people, thank you so much for listening the whole way through. Yeah, heart head, solar plexus energy, open yourself up. This is what life's all about. Keep that open heart. Your heart's going to be broken. You got to choose the right people to allow into your life, because it's going to happen. It's inevitable, but it's always about your perspective too. Take some time to observe today. Okay, big love, deep blessings. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.